Good morning. So this reading is going to be for Thursday, August 15th. And the way that I structure these readings, I pull a little bit of energy to see where we were, where we are, and where we're going. And so 2 more cards on past energy here. 1 more. Current energy. And where we're going. Okay. Okay, we'll take both. So this is an interesting read. I'm getting a lot of the same cards that I got for yesterday's reading. Very similar. So looking here, bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, and this is a completely different deck of cards, and I'm always shuffling in between readings. I shuffle, clear. Like, there's a lot that goes into this. I don't just record them back to back. Interesting. The Knight of Swords does indicate that there is some sort of movement here. This is about you taking some sort of initiative, something that you want to happen really quickly. It's like, now's the time. There's no reason to sit back and wait anymore. It's about seizing the moment and really going after exactly what you want. And so when I look at the past energy here, I'm getting the High Priestess, Emperor, 5 of Swords. This does indicate to me that you did a lot of inner work on yourself. You did a lot of picking up the pieces, really kind of getting your head straight. There was some sort of conflict or challenge here in the past that really kind of threw you through a loop in some way. It really caused you to kind of spin, maybe created some anxiety for you, because I'm definitely getting a lot of that kind of headache energy where it just clouded your vision in the past. And so what you've done is a lot of work on yourself, rebuilding your confidence, learning to trust yourself again, really kind of tapping into this Emperor energy. This Emperor energy, this is Mars. This is the god of war. This is not somebody who is going to sit back and take things quietly. And so that's really what you stepped into. There was a lot of taking your power back in the past energy here. Current energy, I'm getting the 8 of Pentacles, Chariot, and the 6 of Pentacles. First thing I'm getting is a lot of stability. You've definitely grounded yourself. You figured out a way, whether it's developing some sort of coping mechanism or whatever it is, there's something where, because it's, I say coping mechanism, and let me just kind of stop there for a second, because I'm getting the sense of there's going to be certain things that are going to end up happening again and again, just because there's something else external that you have no control over. So this could be some sort of situation at work and you're not ready to leave, or you're having a hard time finding another job. This could be some sort of situation connected to your family. Again, no control over it. This is something that is going to happen for a period of time. And so it feels a lot like you've figured out how to create some sort of inner balance for yourself, figured out a way to really distance yourself and not let it emotionally impact you, because I'm getting a lot of stability in the current energy. And in fact, with this Chariot showing up right in the center, I mean, this is all about you overcoming those battles, overcoming that conflict. A lot of success here. 8 of Pentacles, you have the skills necessary to do and keep doing whatever it is that you're doing that really kind of keeps you grounded. 6 of Pentacles, I mean, you've definitely restored the balance in yourself to the point where you feel like you can be more open, more available, more generous with your resources. And the resources could be anything. It could even be your time that you spend with other people. And so I really like the progression of kind of taking your power back from a situation, stepping into your own stability, and figuring out a way to make it all work for your benefit. And so when I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the 2 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and then the last 2, I'm getting the 6 of Swords with the 7 of Cups. So I'm going to talk about the 2 of Wands first. I mean, this is very clearly making a decision. This is almost solidifying a decision that you would have made because it doesn't feel like it's a new decision. This feels a lot like you know the direction that you want to go. And now it's about, okay, well, what steps do I need to take now that I've done all this work on myself? I'm figuring out a way to resolve these inner conflicts. It's about, okay, well, what do I need to do next in order to go down that path? Three of Cups, what is the best path forward for me? Where am I going to be able to enjoy life again, enjoy living in the moment? If you feel like you haven't been in that kind of energy, you're going to be. This is definitely coming up. The Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This is coming across as progress because we have the 6 and the 7. But what I'm getting more than anything else is when it comes to any kind of indecision, if something were to happen here and you were to suddenly have all of these things in front of you again, because it feels like you might have had this in the past, where you just got very confused. What do I tackle first? What do I kind of address first? It has a lot to do with all the work that you've done. With the Six of Swords showing up here, the energy coming off of this is you're not going to sit in this. It may come up. Definitely a pattern repeating itself in a way that's outside of your control. I mean, the patterns that you can control are your responses to things. And it looks like your response to the situation that does seem to be on a repeat a little bit right now is movement. You are not going to sit in this energy. You are going to figure it out pretty quickly and be able to move on. And it has everything to do with the work that you've done on yourself. If this is what you got stuck in previously, like just couldn't figure out which end was up, if you were in that energy before, this is the situation where you took your power back. And so it does look like there is something coming up here in the future. I'll get more information when I clarify, but you're going to navigate it much better than you would have at any point in history. So let's get some additional details. Tell me about the High Priestess. The Emperor. I'm going to get all of them. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. I normally don't. I usually do them one at a time. The Six of Pentacles. It's amazing how similar the energy is. Three of Cups. Six of Swords with the Seven of Cups here. This one feels significant. So looking at the bottom of the deck here, the Devil, this is that pattern that is going to come up again. But your response, what you can see here is that somebody is pulling the strings. Somebody is playing marionette and they're holding the strings. This was you in the past. So the situation, you had a specific response. You always responded a certain way, or you felt like you needed to respond a certain way. You've been liberated from that. That's the work that you've been doing on yourself, that nobody's going to pull your strings anymore. Your response is going to catch everybody off guard because your response is going to be very different now than what it used to be. Looking at the past energy here, we've got the High Priestess clarified by the Nine of Wands. This is you keeping people at arm's length, not letting anybody in while you worked through whatever it is that you needed to work through. With the Emperor, King of Pentacles. So very focused on your stability here, creating and really setting yourself up for the future that you want for yourself. It's not about what anybody else wants. You figured that out and you figured out, okay, how do I ground myself? How do I make myself feel more stable? This is absolutely what you're doing. I was picking up a lot of stability in the current energy. It had to do with this was your focus area here in the past. With the Five of Swords, strength. It took a lot of inner strength to work through whatever was happening here. Whatever it was that you needed to address did take a lot of inner strength. When I look at the current energy and all that stability that you created for yourself, with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting Temperance. So Temperance, it's Sagittarius. This is that inner balance. You can kind of see it here where it's about making sure your own cups are being filled, really being able to kind of balance yourself out. Like instead of going from one extreme to the other, finding that moderation that is Temperance energy. You have all the skills necessary in order to maintain the stability that you've set for yourself. If in the past you feel like that was a fleeting type of thing where I'm only stable now until the next thing happens, that's not going to be the case anymore. Whatever you did here in the past has helped create some sort of, and I keep going back to coping mechanism. There's some sort of method that you've developed to address these types of situations that you are immediately going to call upon should it happen again. and it might. And so now you're going to respond differently. You are able to maintain that balance and the stability while you're trying to figure that out, while you're addressing that situation. With the Chariot, I'm getting the Queen of Cups, male or female, it's just the energy of the card. This is the card of Cancer, so it is a water sign. And then you've got the Cups, also water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And so here, you might have an offer coming towards you, or you might be getting ready to make an offer to another person, because this Queen of Cups is coming across as somebody else, and she's the one holding the cup. And you can see that she is looking at the Chariot here. So she has something to say, or she's making some sort of offer here, and there's a lot of success around it. So take that as it resonates. It's not going to be applicable for everybody, but I mean, it's a pretty strong energy that I'm picking up. With the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting the Knight of Swords. So Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I mean, you're balanced, you're ready to move forward. There is no holding you back at this point. You've made so much progress that it feels like if you were in this period of stagnation that you're ready to move forward. The Knight of Swords was at the bottom of the deck here too. So not surprised to see it showing up in your current energy, really clarifying that Six of Pentacles, that inner balance that you found, that being open and available and generous with your resources. The Knight of Swords is actually looking at the Queen of Cups. So there's something here about that. Looking at the future energy, I have the Two of Wands, clarifying the Two of Wands. And so this person that's coming towards you, you actually have a similar vision for yourselves. You are on a similar path. You want the same things. Your paths are crossing right now because they're supposed to cross for some sort of reason, and that reason is going to be a little bit different for everybody, but it does feel like you have something to do with each other. There's a reason that you're coming together. You have a shared goal here. You have a shared vision, and it feels more shared than even just something similar. It does feel like it's a shared vision. You both want the same things here. With the Three of Cups, I'm getting the Judgment. So very clearly making a decision that you're not going to fall back into old ways of responding to situations, no matter how negative they get. You're going to focus on the positive. You're going to live in the moment, find the joy and the happiness and all of the things that you can control. And the big thing that you can control is your response to situations, because people are going to be, they're just going to be people. They're always going to say something to get under your skin if that's the way that that person has always been. So you can't expect them to be any different, but your response can be. That's what you can control, and that's what you're controlling here. You are making a conscious decision to respond differently to situations, really focusing on the positive, focusing on the joy and the happiness that you have going on in your life, because you do have it. I mean, it's here. And it looks like this other person might be helping you too along the way. So where you're not going to sit in that confused state or that kind of thrown out of balance, out of alignment type of energy, you're going to be moving away from that. It has a lot to do with this person that's coming towards you. There's something about this person that kind of helps you stay in that balanced energy. Two of Cups showing up here does indicate, just like with these two of Wands, that there is something here. There is a mutual connection with another person. There is something where you want it to become more than what it currently is. It could be nothing right now. You may not have met the person, or you might know the person and maybe want to rekindle. I'm not picking up those energies one way or the other. All I'm getting is that there is a Queen of Cups here sitting in current energy that either you're going to make an offer to, or this person's going to make an offer to you. You have some sort of shared path that you need to follow, and this person is also going to help you navigate whenever life throws you some sort of curveball here. The person's going to help you. The relationship itself is going to help you. So this is the reading for Thursday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.